Today I'm going to be going over my bookshelf and looking at which books I want to keep and which ones I am no longer going to keep. I feel like I kept a lot of books just because. When it comes to books, I get them mostly from thrift stores or secondhand bookstores, but in 2025, I think I started to spend more willingly when it came to places like Barnes & Noble. I would only buy a book if I had read it before and enjoyed it, or if it was cheap or free. But then I started to buy a lot of books without reading them first. I also stopped unhauling books for a while, until one day I was reading Calabasas by R.F. Kuang, and I read a line, "To prove you know of them, to prove you have proximity to them." The context is reasons for keeping books. This was a perspective I needed to see because I could feel myself reaching book hoarding status, whether I had read them or not, or read them and didn't enjoy them. This is what we have so far in terms of taking everything off. That bottom shelf, I'm not gonna go through it because they're mostly notebooks. So then I got this empty shelf, this empty shelf, this empty shelf. And also, this is all the Rick Riordan collection, so I won't be decluttering anything. It also has Greek mythology books, which we're also going to leave them in place. And then for these egg cartons, they really help being able to fit more books. As you can see, I also have them in the back here, so they add that like back row and then a front row. For the actual decluttering process, I will be using this image that I found on Pinterest. I think it's a good little road guide map to be able to decide whether I should keep a book or not. Such as King Arthur. Have I read this book? No, I have not. Will I read it someday? Yes. Yes, I really do think I will read it one day. So I will be keeping this one. I Am Legend. Have I read this book? Yes, I have. I do remember enjoying it, but I do not think I will reread it because I've spent the past 6 years telling myself I will reread it, and I haven't. This last shelf is gonna be all my comics, and I feel like over this past year, I tripled the amount of comics that I read and bought. When it came to comics, I mainly read Ninja Turtle comics and Marvel comics, but then DC Comics kind of entered the picture, so now here we are. All the comics that I'm currently reading or need to read, I put them in this cereal box. It's actually a great like little folder box, as you can see. So these are all the ones that I've read, and these are all the ones that I need to read. But as you can see, there are a lot. These are mainly all like DC titles. So we have to fit them all here, plus all the other ones that I have stacked behind me. These are the books that I'm going to be getting rid of. They're decent stacks. Could have been more, but it is a great start. Here's the current state of the shelf. Just for fun, here's a comparison of my bookshelf from 2023. There's a stark contrast, and I could definitely refine this in the future, but my collection is ever evolving.